The screens always kill me.
Oh, really?
They're so huge.
Yeah. Definitely makes everything else feel really out of date.
Yeah. I actually have a key for my car.
Yeah.
Just the fob.
Hell, I don't even have a fob.
Oh, you don't?
It just registers my phone's Bluetooth and I hop in.
Oh, wow.
We have a separate, like, credit card looking key we can use as well, but
Oh, okay.
that pretty much just stays in my wallet unless my phone's dying or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't actually have to manually turn these on and off. They just
Wow.
shut down and they turn on when you hit the brake or when you open the door.
Oh, man.
That's why it's funny that other companies making EVs, they kept like the push to start thing.
Right.
I was like, all right, you could have eliminated the cost of that button, but all right, whatever.
I had a Honda Accord for a long time, and I got into a rental car once, and I got back out and I'm like, how do you start this thing?
Yeah. It can be weird.
Yeah.
Does the temperature feel okay back there?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Supposed to rain again this weekend here.
Yeah, it's been drizzling pretty much all morning.
Yeah, when I live in Encinitas, I just was driving up and it was drizzling the whole way.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah, the only thing about like electric cars is where I live, there's no place to plug in. I don't have a garage. I have a carport. You know, so it's like, where would I ever even charge it? So.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
My wife and I each have a Tesla, and we can't charge at home either.
Oh, okay.
But there's charging network. It fills you up in about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. I know I live near Lazy Acres, and they have charging stations.
Those are going to take you about 8 hours.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on which charger, because like Tesla had made a deal, I think, with some like Targets, so they put like their
okay.
superchargers at Targets, which are the fast ones,
Okay.
because there's a few different tiers to charging speed.
Okay.
But of course, when you have the car, it can see
tells
each
you where.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Like, there's no shortage of
Oh, that's cool.
chargers everywhere.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
we actually took our Model Y all the way to Florida and back.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's easy.
Okay.
The concerns around charging have, for the most part, disappeared. At least if
Okay.
you're in a Tesla or a vehicle that can use Tesla's network,
Yeah.
because they've built out that charging infrastructure.
Okay.
I've taken this car all the way up to Oregon and back,
Oh.
so both of our cars have been
Yeah.
on some longer journeys. I'll actually be heading out to Vegas next weekend with this thing.
Nice.
Yeah, we filled up our Model Y. Our 3 dogs went with us and traveled from coast to coast
Oh, cool.
and back.
Wow. How big are your dogs?
2 small ones and,
Okay.
and 1 medium-sized.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was the first time ever doing that. We were wondering how they would handle it, because they're not the kind of pups that we would want to leave with anybody.
Yeah, well, I bring my cat with me everywhere I go because she has diabetes. And she will not let anyone, I have to give her shots twice a day. She will not let anyone else give her the shots.
Oh, yeah.
I give them to her and she purrs, no problem. Everything's great. Anyone else tries to do it,
Yeah, it's over.
I'm like, all right, you're coming with me.
Yeah, all of ours are rescues, and 2 of them have some severe separation anxiety.
Okay.
No, but they did really good, though. I was really
Yeah,
happy to
that's good.
see that. I mean, we're stopping pretty much every 2 hours or around there, which is fine, because that was a good amount of time for
Yeah.
us to stretch our legs, for them to stretch their legs,
Yeah.
getting a snack.
Yeah. And what's the like charging versus getting gas? Is there how much of a cost difference is there?
Oh, it's quite large. I use a few examples because of the way I drive, but I mean, on average, filling up is around $12 to $15.
Oh, that's
I had a bit of a longer charge and a more expensive part of the day, and it was still $18.
okay. Do they do surge charging?
They do time of day. Yeah, kind of like with like residential and such. But when you click on a charger, you can actually see that breakdown. It's like right now it's 34 cents per kilowatt hour. Later on, it'll jump up to 47.
Okay.
So it kind of helps
still
you.
Pretty inexpensive.
Oh, really? Majorly so. In fact, compared to the car.
Right now, the gas is $5.15.
Yeah. Well, so this is kind of crazy. So in 2019, when I started messing around with the rideshare with Uber and Lyft, I was renting a 2017 Kia Soul, which is the kind of like that mini SUV.
Yeah.
And that was in, again, 2019, when gas was about $3.19 a gallon. And compared to the gas expense of that car, I was already saving about $1,000 a month in gas alone.
Oh, wow.
Because it was about $1,800, $1,900, sometimes $2,000 a month to fill up.
Oh my gosh.
In that car, and in this car, it's $700 to $800 comparison.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
And that's me driving all the time,
Right.
charging all the time, and then that's again just gas. In fact, and that was also $2 a gallon cheaper.
Yeah. Wow.
And no oil changes, no spark plugs.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
true.
yeah, like my only maintenance really is tires.
Oh.
And I know how to shop tires, so I'm spending less than $1,000 for a set of tires too.
Yeah.
It's been pretty great. It's because of the savings from using this one, especially during 2020. That was the best time to drive. The pandemic was actually like a gold mine for rideshare.
Oh, okay.
Because people still needed to get around, and
Yeah.
all the drivers like ran for the hills. So those of us who were working were raking it in. And by the end of the year, we had got our Model Y. We went from none to 2 Tesla household.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of crazy.
I'm going to visit my parents in the Villages, Florida. It's a retirement center.
Yeah.
They don't have Ubers, really. I'm like, you guys, that would be a gold mine here. Except, you know what? The old people don't know how to use. They don't know how to use the rideshare stuff.
I'm surprised because here.
I would think it would be like a gold mine there.
Well, what I was going to say is here in California, there is a part of Uber called Uber Assist.
Okay.
And that's its purpose. You can take some extra steps to get qualified for that. I did years ago. And with Uber Assist comes the potential of aiding people to get to the vehicle. Yeah. Typically disabled or elderly.
Yeah.
And it's...
Oh my God, because I would love for my parents... My dad doesn't drive anymore, but my mom drives, and she probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, trying to figure out new ways to get them around.
So I'm really surprised. So they don't operate at all in that spot?
I think they do, but it's not real prevalent, you know?
Yeah.
It's,
I guess that can be a drawback.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, my mom has to call me to figure out how to upload a photo to her phone. So, you know.
It's understandable.
I'm like, you just took the photo on your phone, Mom.
It's already there.
Well, then how do I email it?
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, I've had some really wonderful interactions with customers getting into this car that have that understanding of technology, and they're just mind blown. They're like, what is this spaceship I'm in right now? I love it. It's a lot of fun. Especially when I tell them that the car's been driving itself.
Yeah. A few years ago when I was in Vegas for a trade show, we did a driverless Uber, which was really funny when you think about it, because they had 2 people in the car. One person was at the wheel, and he had to drive it in the on the properties. You couldn't.
Sure.
You couldn't be driverless on properties, and so then the other guy was on the computer, just kind of. It was like a
monitoring everything. Yep.
Well, driverless has 2 drivers.
Yeah.
2 people in the car.
That is great. Where was this again?
That was in Vegas. It was a BMW.
So I need to do that next week then. So like, the whole trip since we left has been autonomous. We've been in self-drive.
Okay, cool. Because I've noticed your hands off the steering wheel.
Yeah, I kind of play around sometimes to see if people will catch on, like right mid-turn, I'll crack my knuckles or something and just whoop.
Because the steering wheel has intrigued me as well. Because
the yoke.
Yeah.
It makes it really obvious when it starts to turn and do its own thing.
Yeah. No, when they're watching your hands off, I'm like, oh, this one's driving.
Oh, that's cool. There's such a spectrum of reactions to this technology now, ranging from like OMG to that's whatever.
Well, there was a guy in the news that got into an accident because he was suing Tesla because he thought that the car could drive. He was playing video games on that thing instead of driving the car.
Yeah.
Instead of monitoring where he was going and what was going on.
there's definitely, I think, a litmus test kind of built into the kind of people that probably shouldn't drive, period.
Exactly.
I'm very brutal about that. Anytime I see somebody abusing the system, like, I would revoke their license.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I'm probably the most experienced FSD user just because of the volume I drive.
Right.
And I am the last person you would ever catch abusing it.
Yeah.
So I also appreciate the irony of complacency when you think something is really good. That's when Murphy comes a knocking.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, nope, just not even going to give him the chance. Oh, so this is cool. I was wondering, I haven't actually let FSD go this far because we're now completely off navigation because of all this construction, and it is not happy. It's like, I see where to go, but I don't like it.
Yeah, this is, every time I come here, it's just been like, I was here 3 weeks ago, and it's more changed again. So.
It's getting more and more progress. Like, they're actually getting some buildings, actual structure, instead of just seeing the scaffolding there. So this is really cool. This is sort of an experiment. I imagine I'm gonna have to take over at some point here, but it's it's using eyes first versus freaking out about the map telling it to go to nowhere because we're just completely off grid now.
Totally.
Holy cow! So this is the level that Tesla's getting to.
Wow, that's cool.
And I've liked for a few years now to be the sort of first unofficial robotaxi proving the concept, like that this is definitely possible. It wants to get into the right lane, but I know better because humans like to crowd the first 10 feet of the terminals. So we're just gonna...
I usually just do the outside check-in.
Oh, there you go,
easier.
Looks like it's actually not too bad right now, which is pretty cool. Oh, yep, there it is. Everyone's pinching in now. It's okay, guys. You can spread out a little bit.
I know,
it's fine.
It's like, I gotta go right here.
Just gonna get behind this guy because they're going so slow that we're just gonna add to the problem. All right, another fun experience, and funny enough, this was a customer. There are the customers that will have caught on to the self-driving side of things, but don't actually say anything. They're just kind of like sitting on that information, like, yep, I saw what it was doing. I like when it comes up because I'm like, okay, so you did catch my little teases to see if you were seeing the yoke spin without me doing anything. That's fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that experience. We've, oh, cool. Already got another customer. Looks like we're going to be heading into downtown. Oh, we're picking up. Wow, I don't think I've ever... Well, okay, no, it is almost 800 in the morning. Sorry, all right, I'm going to go on to this next customer, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.